Alright, this next episode of Trail Go Still. Don't really have anything else to say, so let's get into it. Oh wow, training for once. Let me turn it down a bit.
It was the middle of June. With summer well underway, a rainy spell seemed to hang over Trista. With our field study wrapped up, the other members of Class 7 and I returned to normal school life.
Sounds boring.
But just when we thought we'd gotten used to the challenging lessons and the breakneck workload, a moment of dread washed over us, making our blood run cold.
Okay, how bad can it be?
As you all know, tomorrow marks the start of your midterm exams.
Oh god, midterms. That was always a nightmare.
I'm no good with all these papers and essays and circling answers, so I won't really be able to help you much. But I'm administering some of your tests, so I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines. Make me proud, class!
You're a horrible teacher.
Sometimes I lie awake at night and wonder how you became our teacher.
As I recall, aren't you in danger of a lecture by the vice principal if our performance isn't up to par?
Kinda makes me want to fail on purpose just so you go through that.
Oh, I'm not too worried about that. Most of you tend to get pretty high grades anyway. I can hardly wait to see how well you all do. Remember, the results will be announced next Wednesday.
So, class pack, should we all fail?
Your scores will be posted on the board by rank, so you can see how you compare to the other classes in your year.
Oh, the sooner this week is over, the better.
I can almost taste the tedium.
I'm not gonna let Emma squeak by me again this time.
Not sure I want to win. Emma or Machias there.
Oh, one more thing. They're gonna stick the average score for each class up there on the board, too.
Our class averages?
I suppose their intent is to furnish us with motivation in the form of class bragging rights.
Well, I do enjoy a challenge.
Oh, that's not going to be good, is it?
Anyway, I know it's only noonish, but I think that's enough homeroom for today. You guys can stay here and study, or just head on back to your dorms. Up to you. Prez, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. Stand, bow.
Jeez, what should I do? I could stand to bone up on just about everything, honestly, but my biggest worry right now is math. I wouldn't mind doing a few study sessions with you if you think it would help. I need to review math anyway. I'm not sure how much time I'll be able to spare, though. You mean it? That'd be a huge help. My biggest weak spot is Erebonian history, I guess. Not that comes as a huge surprise to anyone. I'm pretty sure that'd be my weak spot, too. I think I understand all the material we've gone over directly in class, but there are some finer points. I can aid you with that if you'd like, though in return, I would appreciate a fresh pair of eyes to help revise my military science essay. It'd be my pleasure. Would you like to study with me, Fee? I guess so. Oh, would you two mind if I jumped in too? I could use a little refresher on my classics. Of course, you're more than welcome. Would you like to join us, Laura? No, I appreciate your invitation, but I'll have to pass this time. Okay, something bothering you, Laura? There's a subject I need to review in private. I'll see you all later. Huh? What's up with her? Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but I could have sworn I saw her looking over at Fee. Is Laura having an issue with Fee being a former Jaeger or something? I mean, I don't know too much about the whole Jaeger besides the mercenaries what was explained already. Maybe there's something I don't know that she does. Can you read? Huh? What is it? You heading back to the dorms? You're totally welcome to come stay with us if you want. I wasn't planning on heading straight back. I might come join you guys a bit later. Alright then. Perhaps we'll see you later. Okay, so be careful who I bond with. I'm going to talk to everyone I can before I bond, just in case. Oh. A cutscene. I wasn't expecting this when I was talking to Beryl. Yeah, I love the ring. Let me let you in on a little secret. I don't even need to study things, a special little trick of mine. Page 44 will be on a horrible science exam. Says, sir, this is fate. You're just making things up now. What if he does have some sort of special powers? I mean, it couldn't hurt just study that page, just in case. Increase module cycle. Okay, yeah, I am definitely talking to everyone. Because if something like that happens to each person I talk to, you probably know this already, but the faculty lounge is off limits while exams are going on. If you want to see a teacher, you've got to knock on the door and ask. You got something you want to ask me? I actually got an horrible science question to ask you. Figure, show me what's got your stuff, I'll get you up to speed. Don't put too much work into the exams if you don't feel like it. As long as you don't give the vice principal a notice you scream at me, I don't care how well you do. Okay, should a teacher really be saying that? Okay, I gotta speak to the teachers. Those are ones I need to focus on. These will be your very first midterm, won't they? I have to admit, I'm a little nervous too. It's the first time coming with a question for them. Oh, is this your first year teaching? You should be fine, as long as you study up on everything you've covered in class. Don't be afraid to ask questions either. There were a couple of art history things I need to clear up actually. Oh my, a student is really relying on me, Beryl? What a pleasant surprise. Art evolved in very complex ways during the Middle Ages, you see. Wait, were you talking about art as a drawing or arts as in magic? I just realized that. Okay, I know my rank went up, so let's talk to him. Oh, looks like you've become a brown angler. That's proof that you've really been racking up the catches. I think you've got potential to go pretty far. Yeah, about that. I don't really get what these tiles mean. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, now you're a brown angler, you can trade your points for new stuff. There's even a new fishing rod available this time, so get fishing for more points. Fine by me. It'd be a waste to miss out on a chance to get some better tools. Alright, let's try out this new rod.
Caught one. Huh. What even is this? Huh.
I've actually been fishing a few times growing up. Well, I say growing up, I didn't really start fishing till I was 16 with both my
What
dad and
even
my
is
brother.
this?
It's more of a fish and release type thing. It's a lot of fun. I've been fishing in 3 years though.
Not
Ever
bad.
since I moved up to where I am, I haven't really had the chance to. And with work and me starting this YouTube channel and everything, I really need to get back to fishing. I miss it. I know my dad goes kayaking around the summertime.
What even is this?
Shut it, Hugo. I'm not taking any advice from you. I can memorize everything in one go the night before. Becky, you won't be able to remember anything that way. You really won't. I've done that plenty of times. Always left me more tired and brain dead than anything else. I was an idiot growing up, no ways around it. The trick to memorization is study up just before you go to bed. When you wake up, you review everything once more and seal the deal. It's easy, it's efficient, and best of all, it works. I guarantee it. You should try it too, Reed. Might as well give it a shot, thanks. Oh, it's a cat. Why not? Oh, here's the teacher. Oh, hello there. Did you come along to review some of what we cover in class? I can't remember if I said this in a past episode or not, but this guy reminds me of Block from Ruby. Maybe it's the glasses. Actually, I was just passing by. Oh, that was a horrible laugh. Oh, come now. There's no need to be shy. Not when it comes to history. Okay, yeah, definitely Block is a history thing. Let's get started, shall we? Why don't we go over every little thing that might possibly come up on your exam? This sounds like it could be helpful if I can actually stay awake. Not gonna lie, I would love to go to this school. Studying is so boring. But reading here might make things interesting. Okay, what did I just walk in on? In fact, I got a great idea. Why don't we have a little Q&A competition? Honestly, that's not a bad idea. It can help with studying and all that. Every time someone gets the wrong question, they'll have to take off an article of clothing. I take it back, this is a horrible idea. Seriously? I'm not doing that. Never in a million years. I heard a strip poker, but this is ridiculous. Oh, okay, guess we won't be studying at all then. That's not what I meant. As long as everyone keeps their clothes on, I'm fine with helping you two study. Probably help me too. One thing about Phoebe can be said is she brings some interesting conversations to light. Oh, are you two studying? At least I probably know THOR because she was worried about her. Yeah, we both figured we had a lot of art to brush up on. Probably not our most important subject in the grand scheme of things, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. I've never had to deal with a series of exams right in a row like this. Laziness could very well tantamount to failure. Would you like to join us, Reem? feel free to come back to chapter 85. I'll let you know. I already looked at the links I have, and I'm going to stay with Usis and Gaius so I can get their link up to level 2. Are you two studying military science? Looks like you guys are tearing through things too. More or less. You caused just as we reached the section of military symbols. Care to join us? Sure, couldn't hurt. I didn't know anything about military science till we entered the academies. I'm not feeling terribly confident. It's not as though most schools teach military minutiae alongside literature and math. We're all in the same boat here. Either way, we'd be happy to have another person to paddle. Have a seat. Now let's begin. Map marking symbols are used to represent an assortment of different units and formations. This is the symbol for infantry. So a rectangle with an X in it, okay? Green, try to draw the symbol for headquarters from memory. Gotcha. I'm pretty sure it's this. Guys, think you could draw the symbol for an armored troop? Sure, this should be it. Oh, this is going to be a pain to remember. Now, I have a tough one for you. What does this symbol mean? That's engineer, right? You got it. Phew, there's so much to memorize for this class. The fact that we're going in blind makes it even worse. These seems like they're all basics too. Given that not all of us will end up involved in the military, it does seem a little excessive. But bear in mind, our military science classes teach us how to deal with harsh situations efficiently. In that sense, there's plenty to learn, even if we never find ourselves on a battlefield. Dude, we've been on a battlefield each time we left the academy. That's probably why it's mandatory. If it could save our lives, we owe it to ourselves to do well. Agreed. Almost got Usis leveled up. Okay. Emma feet. Want to get Emma up to level 2. Oh right, student union, not library. That was complete stupid of me. I can't English. Are two of you going over Airborne history? I can't memorize things like this. Because it's all pointless. Gee, that seems a little harsh. Oh, I know. Why don't you join us, Ruben? I'm sure it'll make studying more enjoyable for Fee, too. That sounds like a good idea to me. The exam's going to be focused on war of lines, right? That's right. Shall we get started from the beginning? After that, Draco scattered soldiers in the Nord Highlands. In the year 952 of the Septimian calendar, he liberated the capital, bringing the war to an end. Excellent. Well done, Fee. I guess it stuck. Incidentally, the war came to an end in July of that year, which is next month, so that's easy to remember. They say it was raining in Heimdall that day, but legend has it that the moment Imperial Transportation Act stepped in to say, the rain stopped. Well, that would certainly leave an impression, huh? That's neat. like a story that'll stick in my memory. You're a pretty good teacher, aren't you? Well, I'm always using tricks like these to help me remember things. If you're having fun while you study, it makes it that much easier for material to stick in your memory. That is very true. Interesting, so that's your method. Well, if you can do it, we can do it too. Shall we finish this stuff off then? Please. Okay. Just need to get uses up to level 2. Huh. So basically, closest friends are Fee and Elliot. Okay. Who's next? I kinda wanna see what Tola has to say. Oh, Angelica's here too. Oh, hi, Reem. How goes the studying? I suppose it's probably fine, but these are going to be my first midterms ever, so I'm more than a little nervous. First years, how innocent. It doesn't help that military academies have a lot of subjects the other schools don't, but you'll get used to it. That's true. Combat studies and military science is the name too. Oh, you're going to want to make sure you're ready for political and economic exams too. Why's that? Well, it's Mustache Man's subject. That's not a very nice thing called Vice Principal hiring, Candy. He does seem like the type to write a ridiculous hard exam. Well, I know. I might give you a hand studying for it if you're free at least. Are you sure? Of course. You always help me out, right? Political economics is Toa's strongest subject. You wouldn't want to pass this up. Well, for offering, I really appreciate it. I sure am. Let's get started then. Thus, Reem and Toa's study session began. Most of the stuff I was unsure about makes a lot more sense now. Heh, that's good to hear. We should probably go over some current affairs too. For an exam? Yeah, the vice principal has a habit of putting questions based on recent news into his exams. Okay, that is a good thing to do, honestly. It makes sure that the students pay attention to current events. This year, maybe we should go over some recently enacted laws. Yeah, that sounds like the kind of thing he put in there. Just so most people would get caught off guard, get it wrong, get lectured for being indifferent about society. I'd rather avoid that. Recent laws, recent laws, recent laws. The Financial Transactions Act from last year is one of the best known, I suppose. It requires you to inform prospective buyers of the risks when selling of stocks or securities. A number of people have suffered massive losses buying shares recently, so it was passed to keep people informed. So that's the history behind the Financial Transactions Act? Then there's the Imperial Transportation Act, which determines the rules of the road for drivers. That was last year too. There are more and more people buying cars lately, nobles and commoners, but car accidents were getting out of hand. They're getting out of hand in our time too. That was especially true in Heimdallr, which is why that law was enacted there first. I'll have to try and remember that. And then there's the Provisional Taxation Act, which impacted just about every province you could think of. In other words, a fancy name for the much reviled tax increases. They're being enacted in provinces, almost doubling land and business taxes. You've probably at least heard about them. Yeah, Keldic. I have, yeah. Seems like a pretty major topic back in Keldic. Of course, I say something about it and it appears. she's going to say a question about recent law, it's probably going to be about one of those three. Hopefully that'll be some help at least. Even if none will come up, you've really helped me out. I'm feeling a lot more confident now. Thank you both for all your help. I didn't do anything at all. I'm just hanging out. If there's anything else you want to know, let me know. I'd be happy to help. Thanks, I will. Oh, it's already time to head home. I didn't realize because of the rain. Guess I should get ready to head back to the dorms.
Excuse me?
Oh, new character.
I do apologize for stopping you on a rainy day like this. Do you know if this is the building in which I might find the principal's office?
Oh, yeah, you're in the right place. His office is in the East Wing, first floor. The receptionist might have gone home already, but I can show you the way if you'd like.
Thank you for your kindness, but I couldn't possibly trouble you more than I have already. I'll be able to find the way, I'm sure. Well then, if you'll excuse me, Master Reen.
How do you know Reem's name? Cause that just set off some red flags. I mean, you're polite about it, but still, who are you?
Wait a minute. How does she know who I am?
You just now realized that?
Reen?
Hey there, Elisa. Heading back to the dorm?
Yep. Emma and the others are staying a little longer to cram a little more. But I figured I'm not gonna learn much more today, so I might as well call it a night and start prepping for tomorrow.
Right. Well, you're going my way, so what do you say we head back together?
Sure, okay.
Oh, there's still going to be a couple at the end of this game?
Hey, it's not often the two of us get to walk back to the dorms together, is it?
Is she blushing? I can't tell.
Well, at least I got something good out of this downpour.
Is there even a filter between your brain and your mouth?
Probably not.
No need for that between friends. But you're in good company. My sister's asked me that before, too.
She must be a saint to have put up with you all these years.
Oof.
Anyway, how do you think you did on the exams?
Not sure. I gave it the best I've got. Still, I've got that nagging feeling I could have hit the books a little harder.
Wait, the exam's already over?
I wish I was as smart as you. Back when we took the entrance exam, only Emma and Machias scored higher than you, right?
Eustace came in a little higher than me, too. Back home, I usually came in near the top in exams. I guess that goes to show that Erebonia has no shortage of smart people.
Which is good.
No doubt about that. Bookworms pour in here from all corners of the Empire. You said you're from Ruhr, right? Coming out on top in a city that size is still pretty impressive.
I suppose, though that was just at the Sunday school level. Aren't you curious about, my family and stuff?
I know I am, but you pretty much snatched the passport away from Reem when you almost read your last name.
You mean the mysterious Elisa R., agent of national intrigue? Well, yeah, of course I am. But you probably have good reasons for keeping it under wraps, so I don't want to pry.
It's not that major or anything, especially compared to what you and Fee have told us about yourselves.
Oh, well, next field they finally show what her past is?
I've never really thought my family circumstances were a big deal, though Fee's past sure came as a surprise. I wonder now, when I look at her, what her life in a Jaeger Corps must have been like.
It seems like Instructor Sarah knows more about her past than we do.
I mean, it sounded like they knew each other during the entrance.
Back at the entrance ceremony, I got the impression they'd met before.
I and why do I say anything?
Same. Oh, speaking of weird meetings, I ran into someone kind of strange earlier.
Oh, you're talking about the maid?
Oh?
Yeah, I was talking to her just before you called to me.
Yep.
A maid who knew your name? This isn't the part where it turns out she knows you because you've tried to hit on her in town before, is it?
Oh my god. Do you really think Green is like that?
As if an upstanding guy like me could pull off the Casanova act. She seemed a couple years older than us, maybe 20 or so.
A maid in her early 20s.
Something wrong?
No, just thinking. There's no way it could really have been her.
Oh, is that maid from your past?
Mother keeps her far too busy to find the time to come here.
Okay, just the fact they're bringing it up like this is definitely the her she's thinking.
Ahem. Anyway, maybe the upper class dorm has a new hire starting out or something? Though that wouldn't explain how she knew your name. Maybe you're just more popular than you let on.
I mean, Green goes around helping others here, so maybe he does have a bit of reputation.
If only.
Midterms, day 1. Middle ages. July. They said something about July being the next month. Oh wow. Good thing I talked to Fee and Emma. I would never have gotten that, honestly. Okay, this one has to be an art question because that's the art teacher. Mr. A wants to draw a rough color. It's either sketch or tracing. I mean, I don't know what these two mean, or if they're even anything with art. I took art class in, was it middle school, high school? I can't remember. No, it was high school. I was never good at it. A rough color, watercolor image. It can't be tracing, so maybe sketch? Figure 1. I remember saying this, the square with the X in is armored. And let me reread this, make sure I'm understanding the question. Yeah, because the engineer is the one on the far left. I actually can't remember which one's infantry command. But armored, I remember that one. Okay, I think I'm actually getting them right, honestly. I hope I'm getting them right. I mean, it helps that I just read them. I mean, if I had to wait a few days and do this, I'd probably fail. Fine. Statements about orbits, all perfect to be true. No, I don't think they synchronized their user because they level up indefinitely. I kind of tested out of it. They do not recover over time. I tried that. I wish they did, but they don't. Abilities change based on quartz. I mean, kind of, but I don't know. Allows art usage without quartz. It's either 1 or 3. 1 or 3. Abilities change based on quartz without art usage without quartz. Abilities change based on quartz without art usage without quartz. Maybe I should flip a coin. If I can find a coin. Screw it, 3. Okay, does the light bulb happen with the right answer, or is it just any answer he thinks is right? I'm actually curious about that one. I literally just learned this one. Imperial Transportation Act. Midterms final day. Combat studies question. Emergency CPR is by roughly 4 stages. Check person's breathing. Check person's conscious. Perform chest compressions, rescue breath. Call for help in a loud voice. Put these stages in the correct order. Okay, which one? I mean, I guess D would be first, call for help. But then again, you gotta check their breathing and conscious. Check the person's conscious. I'll go with that one first. Okay. Well, I mean, you shouldn't really do chest compressions unless you're absolutely sure you have to. Check the person's breathing. That is a given. Okay. If I'm going with B first, it's either 2 or 3. Well, if they're not conscious, I guess you'll cry out for help. And then you should probably check if he's breathing first. Or she. I think it's check for conscious, call for help, breathing, and chest compression, rescue breath. I think that's what it is. Or maybe it's the check if they're conscious, then check if they're breathing. Or maybe I'm just putting too much thought into this. And I'll do PDAC. That took way too long to go over. Congratulations, I made it through 4 days of exams. And what do you know? Looks like the rain ended right along with them. Clearly, this is the God's way of rewarding you all for your hard work. I don't think that reasoning would stand up to scrutiny. Phew, I'm totally spent. It's over. You worked really hard, Fee. Phew. Anyway, today's a free day, so take a chance to unwind, blow off all the pent-up exam stress. They'll post the results next Wednesday, so take it easy until then. Don't relax too much, because you got your next practical exam next Wednesday afternoon, too. With all the intensive studying, I completely forgot about that. You can stand to be a little more considerate with the timing of your announcement. So next Wednesday, when we'll know where we're going for our next field study. Yep, we'll be shipping on that weekend for another exotic trip. Anyway, make the most of tomorrow, everyone. You've earned at least one day off. I guess I should probably attend club practice once in a while. Oh, one more thing. I got some business to take care of out of town after we're all done here. Won't be back till tomorrow night, so don't, burn down the door. Burn the door down while I'm gone or anything. Do, 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 do. Man, the music's good. Don't see me by the bottom of my head back and forth to it. I see everyone getting along. Oh. Huh. Almost everyone's there.
Now that the exams are over, I feel free as a bird.
Almost everyone's there. We're just missing Laura and Fee, and all past 7 will be there.
And they'll keep on soaring, at least until the results come back.
I sympathize, but personally, I've got a good feeling about these. How about you,
do.
Emma? How do you think you did?
Well, I don't think I did too badly, all things considered.
Just stop before you embarrass yourself.
We'll just have to wait and see what next week's results look like. Anyway, what do you think that was all about with Instructor Sarah?
Oh, you mean that whole thing about going out of town to meet someone? Going out of town? Won't be back until tomorrow night? It's almost as if...
She's going to meet her secret lover?
Oh my god, that's the conclusion they jumped
Impossible.
to?
The Empire hasn't yet turned out a man desperate enough to woo that alcoholic typhoon.
Damn, you just throwing all kinds of shade at the instructor.
You have a point. I can't deny she's got the looks to snare a man, but that personality and that lifestyle...
And even Monkeys is joining in on this. Wow.
You guys are terrible. Totally agreed, though.
I wonder if those two actually agreed with each other because the ass whooping she gave them the last exam.
Ouch. Not surprised to hear that from you, though, Reen. She always seems to dump the most work on you.
Will you be helping the student council again tomorrow?
That's the plan. Heck, I'm almost looking forward to being the student council's errand boy after holding up studying for so long.
Perhaps so.
Oh, please let us know if you plan on exploring the old schoolhouse.
Yeah, I'd be glad to lend a hand this time.
Thanks. Better watch out, though. I might take you up on that offer.
Ooh, looks like we're all up for a little exploration this time.
Which is good, honestly. Wait, didn't we already pass by here?
Come to think of it, where did Gaius run off to?
How the hell did I miss that Gaius wasn't in the group? I mean, I noticed Fee and Laura weren't there, but how the hell did I miss Gaius?
He mentioned the principal wanted to have a word with him. You think he went there?
Oh, yeah. Wonder what that was about.
I hope he hasn't gotten into trouble. I mean, I doubt he would.
Yeah, this Gaius we're talking about. He's one of the most laid-back guys in Class 7.
I have no idea. Fee and Laura left early too. I was kind of hoping we could all walk back to the dorm together for once. That sounds nice.
Hey, so this might just be my imagination, but do those two seem kind of awkward around each other to anyone else?
Really?
So you think so too?
Seems like it started around the beginning of the month. I wonder if something happened then. It's like they've been avoiding each other ever since.
You say that, but I did not take either as the type to dwell on petty issues or misunderstandings.
That's true. Laura doesn't really seem like a person to be petty about anything. And Fee really... She never really cared about that type of stuff either, so I don't know.
Neither did I. We've been trying to suss out what the problem between them is, but so far, no luck.
Does Machias know?
I wonder if that's what that was all about.
Did you see something, Machias?
What happened?
Well, do you remember the day we gave our group reports on what happened during last month's field study? We gave a truthful account, including the part where Fee used an explosive to blast open the door to my cell.
Okay.
Yeah?
That's when we found out that Fee used to be in a Jaeger Corps. That really threw me for a loop, but what does that have to do with Laura?
Well, when that came up, I couldn't help but notice Laura had a rather unpleasant expression. It flashed across her face for only a moment, though, so I wondered if I had just imagined it.
Okay, so Laura has something against the Jaeger Corps. If they're mercenaries, that's to be expected, really.
Interesting.
But even if we assume that's true, what reason would she have to be upset?
I can hardly hazard a guess.
We all have certain things we'd rather keep to ourselves.
Yeah, that's true.
We even have a member of this very class who remains tight-lipped about her own family, after all.
Okay, are you throwing shade or are you just curious?
Do you really have to drag me into this?
My apologies. I meant no offense. I do have my suspicions as to your lineage, however.
Oh, that's
Really?
Ugh, you.
I mean, I've already said my suspicions in an earlier video with what the R stood for. And if I'm right, then it's not really that much of a hazard that Eustace would guess it too.
Now, getting angry won't accomplish anything.
Don't worry. We're not going to twist your arm into telling us. When you're ready to talk about it, we'll be ready to listen.
It's not like I'm trying to make a big deal out of it or anything. It's just, if everyone knew, it'd make things awkward between us, and I don't want that.
Welcome back, my lady.
What's that made?
Huh?
Hey, Spirit.
Well, what?
Okay, yeah, she definitely knows her.
Sharon?
Sharon.
It's so delightful to see you again.
Oh, hey. It's that maid I ran into the other day.
You know her?
What are you doing here? She did it. Mother didn't.
But of course, I was sent here at the behest of the chairman herself.
Chairman?
Starting today, I will be assuming the position of caretaker for Class 7's dormitory.
Sharon Kruger.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, everyone. My name is Sharon Kruger. I am a servant in the employ of the Rhineford household, Lady Elisa's family.
Yep, that confirmed it. I was right. Still, that's one way to come out with what your family name is.
I will do all I can to be of service to you, so please keep me informed of anything you might need.
Chapter 3 Beyond Railways.
Whoa!
What?
Simply spectacular. Just how many different types of food are there here?
This looks more than edible. I believe this is what they call an imperial breakfast.
That's right, Emma. It's a traditional Erebonian style of breakfast. I must apologize. It's taken me some time to familiarize myself with this kitchen, so my cooking has been a bit lackluster.
This is lackluster?
Come now, Sharon. Your skill is something to be praised. This is far more colorful and varied than the breakfast served in my own home.
I would compare this spread favorably with the breakfast served in the Duke's household.
It must be good then.
I'm honored that you think so. I've also brewed both tea and coffee if anyone would like some.
Oh, Elisa is not happy.
I get the feeling Elisa is less than impressed with the meal.
It sounds like they had a big argument yesterday.
Not a chance! I thought I'd finally gotten away from her. I'm not going to let her have her way this time.
Oh, problems at home?
My lady, please. I truly don't believe the chairman sent me to keep an eye on you like that. She simply sent me so that her beloved daughter might have fewer inconveniences in her daily life.
I can take perfectly good care of myself, thank you very much.
This is pretty awkward to listen to.
Oh, fine. I'll take this up with her myself then. Is she in the office at corporate today, or is she out on inspection or something?
I believe she'll be dining with the Ministry of Railways president in the capital today. After that, she'll be continuing her inspection tour, so she won't be back in Ruhr for another 5 days.
Does she ever slow down? I'm surprised she doesn't burn through a pair of shoes a week. Anyway, I'm not going to take this lying down. She's stuck her nose into things one too many times.
I can't believe that R actually stood for Elisa Reinford.
I mean, it was kind of obvious. It brought up Reinford after learning that her last name is R.
And from the sound of it, her mother's the company chairman, too.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that Elisa's mom is basically in charge of the continent's biggest industrial company. Her family's probably got more money than most of the aristocracy. I can see why she'd want to keep her family under wraps, what with all the nobles here.
Anyway, I object to everything about this. Considering how busy Mother is, I'm sure she needs your assistance far more than I do.
I knew it. You're really concerned about her, aren't you? The way you two care so much for each other deep down is one of the reasons I'm so proud to serve you.
So this is how both of them show their care for each other, from what I'm gathering.
That's preposterous.
Oh, my lady, I almost forgot to mention that I made plenty of your favorite apricot jam. Would you like me to spread some on your toast?
Ooh, really? I mean, stop treating me like a child.
Might as well just let it go, Lisa. You already revealed a bit too much there.
Though yes, I would like some jam.
It's almost heartwarming to watch.
Looks like Sharon's got her number.
I mean, Sharon probably worked for her whole childhood, so yeah. Old School Element Mystery 3, Born to be Horrible, Seeker Admirer. Okay. Alright, I think that should be enough for today. Or for this recording session. Got about an hour of recording, I'll have to cut it down a bit. So yeah, lots actually happened. Got the exams done. And hopefully I did well. I'm not exactly sure if I did or not. I'm positive I did because the whole light bulbs that kept appearing. But that could just be used to throw me off too. I guess I'll find out later. The cat's just giving me a look like, will you shut up? Anyway, after the exams, finally learned a bit more about Lisa's family, to where my suspicions were confirmed about her being a Reinford. And Sharon seems to be an interesting character so far, as well as some drama between Fee and Laura, which will probably come up in the next field study. Geez, like each field study, there's always going to be a new thing of drama, isn't there? Well, Guy is being called to Headmaster's office Well, that was strange in itself, so who knows what that will unfold into. That being said, be sure to like, comment,
Right.
subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video.